Okay, so in this we'll be finding the sum of the square of the residuals. Now this is generally used for non-linear regression. So for non-linear regression, we can come to know model is fitting well or not by doing the sum of the square of the residuals. So basically the whole idea of the sum of the square of the residuals is that you fit in the model, you see what value is given by the model and how closely it matches to the actual value which are given. So smaller the sum of the square of the residuals, the better the model. So basically, ideally speaking, the sum of the square of the residual should be 0. So the closer this value to 0, the better the model. That's the whole idea. So I've already entered, to save time, I already entered the values in the calculator in list 1 and list 2. I hope all of you know how to go to statistics, enter this in list 1 and list 2. Now what we have to do is use your graphic calculator to fit a quadratic model. So to fit a quadratic model, you go to your calc, you set first, check, this is your two variables you're looking at, two variables x list 1, correct? That's your list 1 and that's your list 2. Check whether that is there. And your two variable frequency should be set to 1. I'd seen a student had put this some other number and I don't know why did he do that. So be careful of this as well. Now what you do is press in regression. You want a quadratic regression, so x squared directly. You copy this value. You have to write this in your notebook. I have already done it somewhere. So I'm just pasting it over here. Oh, sorry. So this is okay. So the value of this I got is y is equal to 0.000233. Now it's in middle of a sum to take more significant figures. Correct? X square. Correct, and plus 0.696726. You can take 6 significant figures. X, correct, plus 1.775. So you need to write it somewhere. There's no way you can do it directly. Some people may ask me, sir, can you do it directly? You can't do it directly. You'll have to go through the painful process of writing it down. Fine. Once you do this, so this is your model. Now a sum of the square of the residuals will tell you how good this model is fitting this data. So what we need to do is you now get the value given by the model, the predicted values as we call it. So you go to your calculator, highlight list 3. So list 3 will be equal to, you will type in this equation, 0.023313 open brackets. You have to take the values in the x values in list 1. So you take in your shift list 1, correct, list 1 square, because it's your, so point to the 2.023313 x square, your list 1 square, plus 0.6962726 x is your list 1, shift list 1, plus 1.775. So you take in these values and you press enter, so it will give you all the predicted values. You need to copy this in your answer script. So make your x, this is your y, this is your y predicted. Now sum of the square of the residuals is the difference between the predicted value minus expected value, the observed value, the whole square. So I mean it's squared, so it won't matter whether you do list 2 minus list 3 or list 3 minus list 2, because you have to square it anyway. So I'll do list 2 minus list 3 close brackets square. So I'm doing list 2. So list you get by shift and list, this 1 will give you list, and then type in the number. So this will give you the difference and the squaring of that. So it will this minus this and it will square it. Now you want the sum of this. So to get the sum of this, you exit, you go to calc, exit, you go right, Where's the tool? Options you go to. Yeah, options you go to. You highlight, go here down, list 5. Go to options, you will get this list. Press F6, F6, get the sum. You want a sum of all the list 4. Shift, list 4. You want the sum of list 4. So 0.0254 is the sum of the square of the residuals for the model. This is how you do it, and you need to write all this in the paper. I'm not writing it here.